Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. 2064 AD. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology of almost part of a human body. Cybernetic augmentation. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day.
Hello, the name's Leon Decker. It's a pleasure to meet you. Fairlight messaged ahead. Thanks for taking your time with him. He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed. The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts. Yeah, boss said you'd have a few for me. I'm not really supposed to answer anything too private, but take your best shot. Mostly gopher work, to be honest. Started when I was just out of the military. I was looking for a gig from someone who wouldn't care that I was an army brat. North Korea made that hard. The old man pays me to guard his life, run a few errands for him, and not terribly excited. You think sitting in that chair all day is very... You know, the old man's talked to me. He was cold, ambitious, and took... I think once he aged, he realized helping people's the only way... But hey, what do I know? Probably not as exciting as you hope. I grew up in Montana. Came home looking to do something a whole lot quieter. I didn't know at the time how boring quiet could be. No problem. I'll be around if you know where to look. You have a good day now.
Receptionist and officially check out before...
Patient? My records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma. You should currently be in your assigned bed resting. While I am truly delighted to see that you have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room Does not compute.
Hey! Rude!
Ahem. Which is to say, I am programmed to focus only on your well-being, regardless of any and all expletives that may be thrown at me.
Where does that phrase even come from? Bucket of bolts? I really don't think I have enough bolts in me to fill a bucket. Maybe a few at the joints, but most of my construction involves screws and fast weld.
I must ask that you please return back to your room, patient. I will update your ROM when a doctor is en route. Very well. I am prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient. But you should note in your release paperwork that willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care. Additionally, all test and medical data from your visit will be shared with our standard partners to help improve our services and offerings and to keep the price affordable. I am further required to inform you that this visit has expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits. Lastly, you will be required to provide payment or proof of private insurance for any further visits for routine or emergency medical care. Please take care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately. And do have a nice day.
Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic. You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again. Well, we're free to leave. Why not head back home first? I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least. For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul. You look good. If you're feeling up for it, we should go find Tomcat and tell them about what They should still be waiting for us at Stardust. Let's not keep them waiting. Oh, by the way, while you were showering, I was able to replant your Crassula ovata. Don't forget to talk to it and give it some love. When I try talking to it, it does. Either way, our next move is Stardust.
Welcome to Stardust.
Hey, y'all! How goes the search? Like a turtle crawled up your butt, made it all the way up to your mouth, and started snapping double time? What's with you?
Try not to take it personally. We have been through quite a lot since we last met. I think we're both still recovering.
Sorry to hear it. You want to tell me about it without spewing more fire?
It took us too long to get back inside the apartment. We were too late. Not only was the data cache gone, but my home had been pillaged and destroyed too. Everything was wrecked.
Shit. Well, I can't say I saw that one coming. I figured that they'd nab anything they needed the first time they hit the place. Huh. Any ideas who it could have been?
The walls had been spray painted with many grotesque human revolution slogans. It is possible that Hayden was targeted by the organization for his work at Parallax. While my development may have been a secret, he is rather... A layman would not understand the critical differences between myself and a VI, nor do I think the average Human Revolution member would care to make the distinction. Equally likely, it is an effort to throw us off the trail of who's actually done this. Right, Dr. Fairlight was very kind to point us in the direction of the Human Revolution protest leader. Hopefully, we'll be able to get to the bottom of this after interviewing him.
Yannick Fairlight? When'd you run into him?
We were ambushed at the apartment and got hit with some kind of neural stunner.
What? Are y'all okay?
Yes, we made it to the nearby hospital, and Dr. Fairlight happened to be occupying the same room we were placed in. We had a discussion with him about Hayden's situation, then came here.
Well, shit. Things sure are getting more serious than I first thought. Y'all need to keep a sharp eye out. Being a
I'm confident in our ability to push on.
I can't say I know much about the man. Fairlight always was a bit of a shut-in, even back when he ran System 1. his old company. He didn't make any more public appearances after the merger between them and Parallax, but he was still working with them for 6 or so years past that. Nowadays, he shows up in the news once in a blue moon for some charity thing or another. But, well, it's all just rumor, but I'd take care to look at this particular... Good. Now to lighten the mood. While y'all were chasing your tails, I managed to find a way into the Parallax network. Once I'm in, I should be able to dig out Hayden's personal info file easily enough. If Parallax has anything on Hayden's situation...
Fantastic, Tomcat. I knew Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced. How long do you think it will...
Ah, well, that's where the rubber meets the road. Parallax actually has considerably better net security than the last Democrat. I'm gonna need physical access. I've got a good idea where a node for us to slice into is, but... In fact, police have basically wrote it off. I know Jess has some contacts in that area. She's that girl that chewed you. Yeah, it's a tough sale, but she might be able to help y'all get in and out of that part of the city with that... Hey, we ain't got it that bad. I mean, at least our police force. I hear down in San Jose, the richer neighborhoods have actually started hiring the gang. When even the rich folks can't get good police work. And the less said about LA, the better. You might not be able to tell, considering her viper's tongue and penchant for hitting the clubs harder than she's got any right to, but she specializes in defending people in violation of the Human Protection Act and does almost all of her work pro bono. That's earned her a whole gaggle of pals amongst the hybrid community around here. Ain't no one gonna cross her in that part of town. Black market hybridization ain't exactly HPA compliant, if you catch my drift. And none of them ever know when they might need her to defend them in court. That's the spirit. I need a little time to get all my tools together to slice into... Maybe y'all get lucky and find... But I ain't gonna count on it. Jess is still hanging around here at Stardust, but I saw her head over to VIP. It's hybrid night, and she's a popular gal. Just please remember to play nice, or her friends will thump you something fierce. I'll send Jess a message letting her know that y'all are looking for some assistance, and we'll see what happens. Sure thing, hon. I've got to head on out of here and get started. Just have turn, let me know when y'all are ready.
Oh, I see Jess over there behind some ropes. Let's go over and say hi to her.
Oh, hell no. Look, I'm really trying to have a good time today, and the Human Revolution crud muffins have made that very hard for me. And your interrogation this morning took a bad day to work. I asked around about you, Journo, and I don't have anything to say to you. Besides, the VIP section is only for hybrids and friends on Hybrid Night, and no way am I vouching for you. Hey, bouncer! We got a capital A asshole over here!
You heard her. Let's...
How rude! She didn't even give us a chance to explain ourselves. We have to get back in there and try to be reasonable. Surely she will see the importance of our task once we've explained everything. But that bouncer probably won't let us back in. Perhaps we should try befriending someone nearby and convince... It's a statistical long shot, but the...
Okay, I'm letting...
Hey, good to see you back. What are you having? Let me look up how to...
Drinctionary, the open alcohol...
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
Wait,
No, I just memorized... Sorry, I don't think we've met... This one is...
Thanks, son. Here you go.
Hey again. Sorry, but that thing cost me way too many. I would need to see, you know, enough to make sure. Otherwise. Okay.
let's not. Two's interesting. Apparently it is owned